They're all in. Set. And they're off. Very slowly away there with Shouts. Has lost plenty of ground at the start as they race over 7 furlongs in this opening Peroni Nastro Azzurro 0.0% handicap, and it's Power Fizz in the dark blue silk, so it's the first one to begin, and leading by a length or so early. The pink cap is Brave Mission. Close up behind in the silver jacket is Humam, then the red, white and blue for Star Anthem. More towards the stand side is Columnist, who went to post early. That peacock blue jacket, the red cap to the outer of the field under Ashinor. Tucking in behind in the light blue is Master Technician. Then in the dark blue, Philanthropist. Third from the back is Victory Sound in maroon and yellow. Then the pink of Camille, and the slow to stride Shout remains at the tail of the field. They've gone through halfway and racing towards the final 3 furlongs. Power Fizz with a small advantage over Brave Mission, who races in second. Nudged along in third is Imam. Then came Master Technician to the left-hand side of the blue. Shout after that slow start. Now Bitronic move up into it as Power Fizz will lead. Racing inside the final furlong and a half from Brave Mission. Then came Master Technician, far side Shout, then Humam and Philanthropist. Inside the last, it is Power Fizz with the lead of a length and a half to Brave Mission. Far side Shout, then Master Technician. It's Power Fizz with the lead on the run towards the line, and Power Fizz will win from Brave Mission in second. Ready, and they're off. Away in racing. Superfect a little bit slowly away. Storm Run, they gave a few issues on the way to post, just settled in behind as Justice Twice will lead in those purple and gold silks for the job on British EBF restricted maiden filly stakes. Quickly though pressed by Ruby's Angel. Ruby's Angel now goes up to Justice Twice from Supreme Diamond in the blue and the red. Towards the right-hand side is Stardinia, then Harlequin Angel and Society Kiss. Marley Lendus on the far side of the course there with the nose-banded Storm Flag. Then Sayeda hard spun, further behind then to find Can You Hear the Drums. Harlequin Angel now dropping back right towards the rear of Southern Spirit along with Sippy. They're racing now down towards the final furlong and a half. Justice Twice joined by Ruby's Angel, near side by Stardinia, far side Society Kiss, running a big one on debut. These 4 now go on from Sayeda hard spun inside the final half. That Society Kiss has now grabbed the lead off Ruby's Angel, and it's going to be a winning debut for Society Kiss over Justice Twice in second. The Ruby's Angel ready to race, and they're off. They're rearing up a little as the stalls open. There was Kate Flora losing ground there coming out of stall number 9 as they settle over the mile and a quarter for the Palmer & Co. Champagne Maiden Filly Stakes, and it's Cocoa Blue in white and dark blue silks that will lead them around the opening corner. 2 Wonder Star, green and black with a red cap, sits nicely there to the outside of Good Old Days in the royal blue. Then On a Whim, who is in advance of Bereska, who sits in 5th place. Nuptown Girl is next, further 2 lengths away to Spirited Style. Then Little Dorrit, El Badur is second to last, and after that awkward start, Kate Flora remains in the final position. Racing now towards the final 6.5 furlongs in this maiden fillies event, and it's Cocoa Blue. Cocoa Blue by 3 parts of a length, going down the side from Wonder Star, who continues to race along in second position with Good Old Days back in third. Then to the outside of Good Old Days is Nuptown Girl with On a Whim just in front of her. Behind those to the inside is Bereska. Little Dorrit trapped out a little wider from Spirited Style. Then Albador, and still the back market is Kate Flora under Rab Havlin. They're racing out towards the final half a mile. It's Cocoa Blue from Wonder Star. Still handy there back in third is Good Old Days. Then On a Whim and Bereska. In front then of Nuptown Girl and Spirited Style. Further behind Little Dorrit, no move yet from El Badur. She's still second to last, and Kate Flora, the tail ender as they begin to turn towards home. Inside the final 2.5 furlongs, Cocoa Blue with Wonder Star still waiting just toward the outside, the red cap. Couple of lengths away to Good Old Days, then Bereska. Nuptown Girl is trying to get going. On a Whim driven for more. El Badur is trying to pick up late against the running rollers. Wonder Star has grabbed the lead now, racing just outside the final furlong. Couple of lengths in hand now from Cocoa Blue. Still running on his Good Old Days. Nuptown Girl and Spirited Style getting the hang of things, but this is going to be a clear win up top for Wonder Star. Wonder Star will be the winner. Spirited Style up for second, then Bereska. And they're off. Racing away 6 furlongs in the Peroni Nastro Azzurro 0.0% Italy handicap stakes, and it's Get It who bounces out best of all and establishes a clear lead through the end of the opening furlong in those black and white silks under Pat Cosgrave. Gets it clear from in second the filly Over the Blues. Then with the noseband in third, Cody Line, followed then to the outside by the grey Eminency. Acadian Thunders behind those, then Photosynthesis in those red and white colours. The blue cap is Dorney Lake, followed then by the two shades of blue, Worn Spell. The back two, the mare Walhampton, second to last, and Rohan in those black and red colours. They're racing up through halfway now, and it's still Get It who toes the field along. Good 2.5 lengths to in second Over the Blues. The nose-banded Cody Line sharing third with Eminency. They're trying to come into it is Dorney Lake. Photosynthesis is ridden for more. Acadian Thunder trying to pick up over toward the left-hand side, but it's still Get It who has the lead inside the final furlong. It's Get It by 2 lengths to Cody Line. Then came Over the Blues and the late-running Dorney Lake, but it's Get It still by a couple and will make all of the running. Back to form here. Get It has beaten Cody Line. Full in, and they're off, racing away 6 furlongs for the motivated 20th Derby anniversary handicap stakes. The filly Molly Foster is one of the first ones to show, together with Hucklesbrook and Azu in the Jungle, Handy in the purple and yellow. And Tuco's Salamanca is just in advance of Iconic Times. And then came Corolla Point and I Maximus. More down the centre is Wheels of Fire in that silver jacket, together with Priapos in the pink and blue. They've been tracked by Up the Pace, and then came Cool Angel Canero, pushed along his Mort Point, followed then by South Shore Island. Let's Beat Sepsis ridden along, and also encouraged now is Vocal Legend. They're racing inside the final 2.5. Hucklesbrook now ridden along for more. Wheels of Fire still travels well in the silver. In amongst horses there, and the red and blue is Up the Pace. Priapos still with a claim as well. Tuco Salamanca is rushing home towards the near side. They're approaching the final furlong. Priapos, Up the Pace, Tuco Salamanca. They head on now from Hucklesbrook, and then came Cool Angel racing inside the final half of furlong. Up the Pace by about 3 parts of the length over Tuco Salamanca. As they head for the line, it's Up the Pace to win. Up the Pace from Tuco Salamanca. Priapos in third. And they're off, racing away. Over a straight mile for the Peroni Nastro Azzurro 0.0% style handicap stakes. IME Handy early on in those green and white colours. Yellow and green silks right up there is the Trickster. Red cheek pieces and noseband for Arcturus Flame, another one to show prominently. With the green sleeves Bulletin there, the white cap now joins in with the speed as well. Tremolo's just in behind him in the white and black. And the black jacket for the unbeaten filly Nimini Pimini, who's racing alongside Panama Black in those black and grey hoops. Along the side, those ones then Fear Not in the white and purple. The back two in white and red, Troy Story, and in black and light green, Simply Blue under Laura Pearson. Just being shaken up as well as they continue their journey up the home straight. Now through halfway, Simply Blue getting rather detached as IME led. IME by about a half a length over Bulletin. The Trickster held together just in behind. Arcturus Flame has now been more firmly woken up. Nimini Pimini still held together. Then came Tremolo. Over toward the left-hand side is Troy Story. They're lined up across the course as they race towards the final quarter of a mile. IME with a small lead from Bulletin. Then Nimini Pimini, who's now ridden for the first time. Troy Story likewise. Then the Trickster. Fear Not has found plenty near side. And it's Fear Not who's hit the front going inside the final furlong and has found a few lengths on them. The Trickster battling away with Bulletin and then Arcturus Flame. But Fear Not is clear under Ross Orion. And it's going to be Fear Not's race by a good margin. Arcturus Flame and the Trickster involved in a third of a second. Ready? And they're off. Racing away. It's 2 miles ahead of them for the Peroni Nastro Azzurro 0.0% apprentice handicap stakes. And racing through the end of the opening furlong, it is Orchestra. He has made the running in the past. Goes out to that early length advantage from Golden Flame, who races to the inside of Little Peter in the 2 shades of blue. Wider from those 2 runners is Luna Power as they come up by us in the black and yellow stripes. Then the mare to the inside, Russian Rumour. And Olivia Tubb is won on this mare 3 times in the past. Toby Tops is towards her outside. Poncho's a little keen going into the bend. Rogue Tornado is the held up back marker in the hands of Fred Daly. So beginning to turn the right-hander and racing inside their final 1.5 miles. It is Orchestra by a length or so to Luna Power, who's now claimed second. just about second from Golden Flame. Another 1.5 away to Little Peter, who travels along in fourth. Then Russian Rumour. Then Poncho, who's still a little lit up, racing around the outside of Toby Tops in the dark blue and white. Rogue Tornado still held up in the final placing as they continue now towards the final 1.25 mile. Orchestra, still the one to pass at the moment under Luke Catton. From in second, Lunar Power and Charlie Maggs. Enter the inside, Golden Flame and Jack Doughty. Poncho's pulled himself up to the outside there under Jack Dace to now line about fifth place. Little Peter and Harry Burns just ahead of him at this point as they race through the final mile. And going through halfway, Russia Rumour was still placed on the inside of Toby Tops and Rogue Tornado and Fred Daly, the back markers, as they race now around Swinley Bottom and begin to head towards the final 6.5. It is Orchestra by 1/2 length over Lunar Power in second, with Golden Flame back in third. Little Peter's in fourth, with Poncho going along in fifth. Toby Tops is next, and Morgan Cole. Then Russian Rumour, with them distant behind Rogue Tornado, the back marker of the 8, as they race down towards the final 5 furlongs. Orchestra, in a bid to make all the running, is still there in the first position by about 1/2 length. Over in second, Lunar Power. Poncho there towards the outside in white and red with the noseband. Golden Flame to the inside. Then Little Peter to complete out that leading 5. Russian Rumours next, and then Toby Tops and Rogue Tornado is the final runner as they're about to head towards the final 3 furlongs on the bend towards home. Orchestra will lead them in from Lunar Power, Golden Flame, Poncho and Little Peter. Then Toby Tops and Russian Rumour. Rogue Tornado still biding its time into the home straight and the sprint on for home. Orchestra towards the inside leading. Golden Flame pressing in black and pink. Then Lunar Power. Toby Tops is trying to make up ground to the outside. Now going by Little Peter as on they go towards the final 1.5 furlong. Orchestra joined by Toby Tops to the outside, who's now hit the front, and Toby Tops goes on and racing inside the final 1/2 furlong has gone 3 lengths clear. Rogue Tornado making up some late ground, but it's Toby Tops to win under Morgan Cole. Toby Tops the winner, very tight second, Rogue Tornado.